Hello, welcome along everybody. It is Inside Line Racing. We're here for the Russian Grand Prix. Mr. Putin has kindly let us into his country, although he has threatened us with missiles, so we better get this one over and done with quite quickly. I've come to it all white, and that's the worst shit you've ever heard. Haven't got parties written, so sorry people, you're going to have to listen to me in the chat. I'll try and sort that in a moment, but you're going to have to stick with this for now, because I got to get a stream up, so hope you all enjoy me. You can hear me from in the car, then I apologise. I'll sort it out in a moment. But my internet's really playing up. It's like super annoying. But Beason, if you can hear me, I'm watching you, lad, on your mediums. It's not very good, this, is it? I do apologise. I hope you're in a party, then you can't hear me complaining about missile. Oh, I've distracted him. Right, let's try and get this thing sorted, shall we? You can hear an airplane now, people. It just gets better for you. Right. Let's sort this out, shall we? Hello to people who are only now realising that I don't know what I'm doing. You'll be glad to know that this is only the first time I had this issue. It should be all sorted now. There we go. Sorted. I'm so good at this game. Right. Millions of issues. But we're sorted. Right. Well, let's just start again. Hello. I am not ready for this. So welcome along. This is the Russian Grand Prix. As you can see, we've got plenty of people out on track. Not too many on the sauce at the moment. I don't know what the weather is going to be like for the race, but yeah, I guess I'll just have to wait and find out. Hello to anyone who is joining the stream. Let me know it's all working perfectly, you know, and stuff, because I've had internet just died on me there 2 minutes ago. That's why I was having so many issues with parties and, you know, muting my voice and stuff. But I think we're all good. We've got Pro put in there. Sup, dude? Nice to see you. Welcome. And, yeah. So I was messing about with some camera settings because I knew that they put this into the game. So I just want to quickly cycle through and see... Oh, that's indecisive. Not deciding whether he wants to get out of the way, Jess, or into Jess, or whatever. But yeah, as you can see, I've just been messing about a little bit with him. Changing him about a tad. Some of them are a bit out of whack, but I just thought, you know what, we'll mess about with them. It's just because I can. And, yeah, so, yeah, just in case you're interested, we've got a few new onboards that I've created personally. Some of them are maybe a bit too zoomed in, or whatever, but, well, it'll do. It gives us some filler anyway to talk about. Probe was asking for my predictions today. I don't really know what to expect today. I hope it'll be a good race. The run down to turn will be very good. The pole sitter probably isn't going to be a very happy man or woman. So, we'll wait and see. It's going to be a dry race, says Jack. That's good. But yeah, I really don't know who's going to win today. I'm expecting Stroll Blonde to be strong. From what we've heard, he's looking the stronger out of the two Alfa Romeos. So we'll see how they get on. Also, for anyone who's looking forward to the ILR1 later, I'm not going to be there. I'm really sorry I'm not going to be there. Can't really do much about that, so sorry about that, people. Also, if you're looking forward to ILR8 and ILR1 next week, I'm not going to be there either because we've got our school formal. Oh yes, because I'm going to go eat food and get drunk instead of commentating. Oh, I mean, I could come back. I could leave early and come back, but I really don't think that's a good idea, do you? But, yeah. Just giving you a fair warning. Anyway, let's just quickly get the driver's standings up, just so I can let you know what the situation is. So Straw Blonde, he's now 31 points down, so he needs a good result today. He is going to try and get back into the championship record. There's only two guys in it now. Today anyway, you could go back up to the top. They are Splinter, he's on top with 181 points, and Dexter, who's behind by 18 on 163. They're the only two drivers who can come through and take the championship lead today, or maintain it in Splinter's case. So yeah, be very interesting to see how that one plays out. Baz is looking away back into the championship because he's really been struggling recently. He had such a promising start, but ever since I'd say the midterm break, we like to call it, but you know, summer break, winter break, autumn break, whatever you want to call it, he's just been a bit down and out of it. So hopefully he can come back. And Straw Blonde, he's had a disastrous few races, hasn't he? So yeah, a few comebacks would be quite nice today. Racing isn't particularly good around here, but you never know. This is ILR8. We can make things work. So we got plenty of pointers to go through actually from Jacko, and I should probably get through tonight because we're nearly halfway into qualifying already, and I haven't said a single one of them from the list he's given me. So TC, you may have recognised him from the last couple of races. He's not here today, but he will be the full-time driver for the Toro Rosso team. I think Shabs has taken his place today. In the race, he didn't quite get in time for qualifying, but you did see him join in, I think, at the start of the stream. So he is here. He'll be in that second Toro Rosso, so we will have a full grid of 20, I believe. But yeah, TC is the full-time driver. Science Gaming King, you can see him there, P16. He is taking the McLaren today for Camu Babo. He was unfortunately not able to get the Toro Rosso drive, so he's still sitting as a reserve, but he's been pretty good. We'll see what he can get up to today. Speedwood advises that it's a curse to be on Jacko's wants to watch list. I don't know who's on his list. We'll need to find out one night later on. Challenge leader Splinter says tipped his teammate for the win, as we say, based on their practice performances. It looks like Stroll runs in a really good position. And speaking of practice, Jacko did some this week, putting 19 laps in qualifying, so we'll see if that pays off. Remember, he's last, so yeah, we'll see how that works out later on. Baza says that he is adamant to get back on form. He said a string of poor results, as I say, but he is still in challenger hunt, only 31 points off. As I said, it is essential though that he gets a good result today, otherwise his chances are all but over. And that's it. We've only got 5 races to go after this. We're in the late stages of the season now. You really need to get back into this. And the ILR8 playoffs, remember those? NASCAR? We're sort of still on that a little bit. Jacko, Monkey Mike have got it all to do, but the absence of Camel may make their chances of getting to round 2 slightly easier. The most direct way to advance to round 2 is to win a race. That's why Splinter and Speedwood are already there. Baza needs to finish 13th for hire to get there. Dexter 10th for hire. Strawblaw, Murdoch and Beason need to finish ahead of Jacko, Monkey Mike to guarantee their spot. Honestly, for the ILR8 boys, they'll like that a bit more than you lot, I guess. But yeah, it's just something interesting. I'll probably go more in depth with that when we actually get to the last points in that season. But anyway, let's watch Dexter. It says he's on a light lap, but he is on a proper lap because it just said it just sort of changed its mind. And it wants to watch today. JP Speedwood says after proving a point last week with the weight lifted, can he achieve ILR success again? Of course, being their newest race winner after taking a brilliant victory in the rain last week. And flip me, I've lost finish. Dexter, there he goes, Dexter. He's still looking for a win, of course. We're watching him right now. Could this be his day? Because he's still in the championship. He's been Mr. Consistent. I feel we're on for just one of those Alain Prost tallies where as long as you're nice and consistent, you've got a chance. But we'll wait and see what he can do. Is this his day? He's currently P1 at the moment. Let's see if he can go any quicker on this next lap as Crazy Fan Rob retires on P11. It is not a quicker time. So Moras very close, and there he goes up there. So it was quicker time. 1 minute 33.3 for Dexter. That's what they've all got to beat at the moment. 0.5 of a second separate him from Moras, who's in second. But we are yet to see the 2 Alfa Romeos properly going for it on a good set of tyres yet. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Let's hop into the chat though and see what everyone's up to. We've got McMahon in there, who's very happy for some reason. What's got you so happy, McMahon? Explain. It better not because I'm not going to be here next week, because I'll kill you. And Gaming King as well in there, saying hello. Hello to anyone in the stream tonight. All 5 of you. Do for me to be nice and active in the chat. I've got a new feature. It's not really a very exciting one. In fact, some of the people might find it a bit more irritating than my normal features. But I like 2Sync and I like T. So whatever. I don't do it as very well. I think I'm becoming more of a parody of myself every day, which some people could say is a good thing. I also would say it's a good thing. I've got my own identity as a pleb, and I like it, so it's not too bad. What am I doing to myself, man? This is what we do when qualifying gets a bit stale. You get a cup of tea, whatever, and there you go. That's me. This is what we do to keep this game interesting these days, because the game is so boring. Have you any idea how happy I am to be playing GT Sport a bit more? The Lewis Hamilton challenge came out in that today, and I'm crap at it. But you know what? It's more fun than this game's been all year. So that cost £6, by the way. So I mean, for £6, I don't know if it's worth its money or not. I would give you an in-depth review, but I haven't even completed one of the challenges yet. I can't get anywhere near Hamilton's time. I can't even get near Gold's time. I'm really bad. On a pad, I'm using motion control and stuff on a pad. And, I mean, it sort of works. I mean, it's not like it's broken. I can still get silver pretty easily, but I'm not like Jamie, who's just he's just an alien, as we all know, anyway. But, right, have I rambled on enough yet? 2-die here's on a lap. Let's see what he can do. I got an advert while trying to go and look at the chat. It's Fede. Okay. You alright there, Alpha? Do you need a lesson in speaking? Is that Bees who's been off the track? That's an interesting way of getting out of the way, but I guess it does work. Or is it Murdoch? It's Murdoch. Right, 2-die. When's this time going to decide to pop up? P5. It decided to pop up instantly the way it should. More ass on a light lap. We've only got 3 minutes and 50. I think Jess is on a lap. Let's see how she's getting on. She might get a bit of a toe off some of the guys ahead. I think that's an improvement on the tar also on board, isn't it? I think having my own settings for that's good. Jess's helmet, once again, is so beautiful with that helmet design and the car. It just works. And this camera angle only shows the dark blue bit. In my opinion, makes it look so much nicer. Honestly, I'm quite liking what I've done with the tar also, and the Red Bull for that matter. They're pretty much exactly the same. Crap, you can't see one on board yet. Flip. Okay, well, you know, we'll do them all on the grid. Indecisive has been retired. So he was in P11, so he's going to get a free choice of tyres, whatever happens now. But he's not going to be particularly high up the grid. But let's see how Jess gets on. Only 2 corners to go. The sky's getting quite dull. We could see some rain at the end here. So Dexter's time could end up being in pole position as Proper goes P2. Jess goes P6. Good laps there. Moras starts a lap. We'll follow from outside the car this time. And see how we all get on. I need to cough, goes inside. Right, I'm alive again, don't worry. I can now talk through this lap. We're still waiting for these guys in Burgundy. Is it Burgundy? It's kind of Burgundy. We're still waiting on them to do something with these the tyres, and they're looking like they're going to stick out on the mediums. That's an interesting strategy call. Splinter's not going to be back out on track again, so the 2 Alfa Romeos I think have qualified on mediums. So we'll see how that works out for them. Can they stay in the top 10? That could help mix up the grid a bit as Moras really goes into the wall. We've got the Speedwood fan club out there today. McLaren, I must say, has a very loyal fan base on this in this league, on this tier particularly. Let's see if we can go to the Racing Point Love. This doesn't work that joke, does it? The Racing Point Love. He's casted to Pro Opa as Moras. Pro Opa is second. Oh! Speedwood, in all fairness, was off the track trying to stay out of the way. That's Moras, I guess, pushing his own luck there more than anything. Yeah, don't think he enjoyed that too much. But we'll see if he can improve his lap. He's in the middle of the road now. He's not really having the best line through the end of the lap. I don't think it's going to be an improvement this, and it's not. He sort of wrecked his last sector there by getting a bit too trigger happy there. And this is such a weird end of qualifying. Nothing's really happening. Half the grid's in the pits, and the rest are only just about to start laps. And I can't even go through the grid now. I'm going to have to go all the way to the bottom, all the way to the top. Mr. John retires in P10. Well, let's keep our eyes on Dexter. They need to add F1 2011 cars to the F1 game, in all caps. Them cars sound good with the blown exhaust, says McMahon. Are you high? It feels like your typing standards have become a bit dull. I don't know what's happened to you, man. Jacko, he did so much practice, but all for nothing. He is 19th. Oh dear. Right then. Is this the pole position lap? I think it pretty much is the pole position lap before it even starts, but we'll wait and see. Not using the DRS, is he? That's not going to help his cause, is it? Beesma's out there, he's actually ahead. Let's just make sure he isn't going up any faster, because that would just make it look a bit stupid, wouldn't it? Murdoch is going faster. Propa retires on the front row for the first time, I think, this season. Monkey Meg 3rd at the moment as well. Jess 6th. We've got a lot of good qualifying out here today. Well, let's see if Beesma can get himself any higher up the grid. We won't find out until he crosses the line. If he's going faster. What about Ferry Ellis? Hasn't had a good real sort of. He has just had a good race all season, and it's still not really happening at the moment. Murdoch up 6/10. That's not really going to get him too far into the top 10, but we'll wait and see what the last sector's like. Into the final section we go. There's that Haas in the background of Propa, who's dead in the wall. I don't think he really minds though. Here's Beesma though. Let's see where he goes. P2. Close to pole, but not quite there. What about his teammate Murdoch? To the line, not going to be pole, but it is an improvement, but I think it was invalid. It would have been right out with Jess there, I think. And that is qualifying then. Dexter has done it. He's on pole position. Well done to him. Can this finally be his first pole position of the season? I think he is still on the lap, by the way. I know it says he's got a checked flag, but I'm pretty sure he's still circulating on a lap. Are we going to see an improvement or not? Sometimes it takes its time. That was a 3:58 according to that, you see, so it's difficult to tell. Who puts the milk first? What are you on about, McMahon? Special case he is, really. Someone time him out. Right, so the gamble from Alfa Romeo worked. They are 5th and 8th on their mediums. Rest of the top 10: Dexter, Beesman, Propa, Monkey Meg, Moras, Jess, Tudai and Mr. John. They're all on the softs, and I wonder if that's Jess's best qualifying that she's ever had. And Propa's as well, possibly, and even Beesman's could be. Although I think he had a front row in, where was it? Spa, I'm not sure. I don't know. Could have been. So maybe that's equaling his best. But certainly I think Jess is best. So, good stuff. And it would have been pole for Probe if it wasn't invalid. Still, good qualifying. Let's not get too sad about it. Still very nice qualifying. I wonder if that's his best as well. I don't know if that's your best or not, Probe. I honestly don't know. But something tells me you're probably not looking to any donuts during the race today. That's probably quite dangerous for your health and your points. Black screen of horror. Right, there we go. Yeah, so that is Jess's best qualifying ever. So well done. Congratulations. I'm sure you're very happy with that one. Let's see what you can do in the race. So will it be your best finish? I don't know what your best finish is. I swear it's like P8 or something. You have a real chance today of getting a top 5 or something. You just never know. But I must say, the two Alfa Romeos are looking really strong. They should be able to do a pretty comfortable one-stop. I guess medium to hard. And I guess the rest are going to try soft to hard, or maybe hard to soft. For some people, soft to medium, hard to medium, whatever the hell they want to do. It could even be some two-stops out there, although the pit lane is particularly slow. So might not be the best option for a two-stop, but we'll just have to wait and see. We're all out on a formation lap then. Let's see those tyres. One person starts on the hards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on the mediums and the rest on the sauce. So let's just see. What do you think of my new onboard? I'm not sure they're any good or not, but because I'm like, you see what I mean? Like the halos are so massive, it wrecks it a tad. I might just put the field of view out a tad. Yeah, look at me. I'm messing about with a camera now. Maybe a bit up as well. There we go, that's a bit better. This bugs me. That needs to go out a bit. I will do a full grid rundown, don't worry. What's so out for? There we go, that's a bit better. Right, so there's my new lovely onboard. I hope you like them. Red Bull. That needs fixed. A bit more height on that. You see the numbers of it, there you go. Right, let's go through the grid then, shall we? So it's Dexter on pole from Beesma, Pro for Monkey Meg, Stroblon on mediums, Moras, Jess and Splinter on mediums as well. Tudai and Mr. John are the rest of your top 10. That's probably Mr. John's best qualifying as well. I don't know if it's Tudai's, I swear he's had a top 10 before, but I don't know, I'm not 100% sure on that one. Murdoch 11th, but he would have been way higher if he didn't invalidate his lap. Bowser 12th on the mediums, in just 13th on the mediums. Crazy Van Rob 14th on mediums. Daniil 15th, Crazy Van Rob on the sauce. Daniil 15th on mediums. Ferriella 16th. Gaming Kane 17th. Speedwood in 18th on mediums. Jacko on the hards in 19th, and Shabs last on the grid on them softs. Helmet review. Strap is actually quite nice. Jess is very nice as well. Especially that new onboard camera, I must say. It really helps it. It might still go to Dexter, honestly. Dexter and Jess, they'll win it both. They'll share it. But here we go then. 27 laps ahead of us here at the Sochi Autodrome. The Olympic Park for the 2014 Winter Olympics. The only thing this place is good for, some people say, and even at that, they wasn't a particularly good games. But let's see if these guys can turn this place into a theme park of dramatic proportions. Let's see what type of ride we're going to get today. Jacko, last man on the grid. Here's your pole man, looking for the lights. And when all 5 go out, we'll be underway. Remember what I said earlier, pole position isn't exactly where you want to be. Look more towards Probe and Monkey May to possibly get a good run. But we're just waiting for the lights to come on now. And we're getting some. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And look at that, half the grid got off way earlier than before. I haven't seen it that bad since about Bahrain. And that's going to really shake the field up. Splinter up to third. Beesman side by side with the lead, but this could be the lead for Splinter. Look at him, he's going on. There's a huge crash going on in the background. We'll ignore that for now, because look at the Alfa Romeo. And look at Beesman as well on the inside of Dexter, who's lost the back end a little bit. Virtual safety car out. Now we can have a little look. It is Mr. John and Tudai. And there's a lot going on up ahead as well. Gaming King's lost half his front wing during all this. A lot has gone on there. Moras falling down. Prope has had a poor start, but then again, as I say, that's probably all a byproduct. Oh, there's a crash under the safety car, the virtual safety car. Baz has been turned around by Gaming King, and he's got a 5-second time penalty. It didn't look like it was his fault, to be honest. It looked more like Gaming King's, but that's the whole front wing gone for the McLaren, I think, and most of it gone for Baza. It is indeed, and we've gone green. This is chaos. Look at Beesness right on the back of Dexter. He's going for it on the outside. Into turn 9. Does he get this one done? On board with Splinter. They've hit a championship contender. And there's the other one as well. The top 2 in the championship have just crashed off simultaneously. And that's incredible. That's just ridiculous. It's one of the most incredible first laps I've seen on this game. And it's just been thrown into total chaos. Look at him. Splinter is in so much trouble right now. And by the looks of it, he just went on his own. Cold tires. I don't think he got a tap or anything. He's just falling through the field right now. Beesma leads from Straw Blonde, who's loving life right now. 3 out of the 4 championship contenders have just been wiped out in 1 lap. Incredible stuff. Let's go back up to the front. Beesma leads away at Straw Blonde. He is loving that start. Up into P2. Let's see if he can get towards the lead now, because this is a great opportunity for him to get back in the championship hunt. He's 28 points behind right now, with his rivals way down and out of the points by a long way. He could find himself right up there, but not if Moras goes anywhere near him, which he nearly did there. He thought about it on the inside of turn 2. Luckily didn't crash into, but look at the run he's got on those fresher, grippier, soft tyres. Will he fancy another look? He will not. I'm sure he knows the championship situation there. Propa as well is looking in the background. Monkey made their 5th place. He had a poor start as well. He's one of the guys that wasn't allowed to get off the line. Rob up to 6th. He's having a good start, but he's looking on the inside now of Monkey made as well. And Speedwood's flying up the order, isn't he? Up to P7. He's staying out of the chaos as well. A lot of these guys. Jack goes up by 10 on those hards. Is he damaged or is he just pushing there? I want to have a better look at that. He's alright. Jacko's alright there. His laps of practice may well still come in useful at some point. Most of the grid now, I guess, are on the hard tyres. I just hope they'll get them to the end. But this is Dexter. Look how far behind. 25 seconds behind Daniil. It's grim. It's grim. But luckily for him, Splinter's down there with him. This is all going to just bring Straw Blonde right back into this fight. And that was all, I think, triggered by the game, honestly. I don't think there's anything these guys could have done about that, because the game just started them half the grid got off the line about a second before the rest, and it meant they were going 5 or 6 wide into turn 1. And as we've seen from real life as well as obviously today, that's a terrible combination, and it can lead to big accidents, and that's exactly what it did. I didn't want to focus on it too much because I was kind of scared it was going to be Belgium 98, and we don't need to see that. Well, luckily it was only 2 cars. The rest of it happened under the virtual safety car when they all just piled into each other. It was incredible. And Jess, look at that, she's not confident enough to be able to go full throttle. Jacko, though, is more than confident. On the inside of turn 2, he's hit. He's heading to Shabs. Look at Jess, avoiding well there, the Toro Rosso driver, and Jacko has got himself spun back around. Ferrell's got ahead as well. And a good start for Jacko, who's been halted a little bit. He's only lost 2 positions, mind you, but that's not the way to go about your racing, lad. Yellows for Indecisive, who's gone off. Can't see why that's happened, unfortunately, because Baz is probably too far ahead of it. But we've lost 4 cars in the early stage of this race. I don't think we've seen it happen this quickly in ILR8 before, maybe apart from Bahrain, another race that we saw. Absolute anarchy, thanks to the game's starting mechanism just not working for half the drivers. But Biesma is the one so far who's taking full advantage of that start. He got the job done while the guys around crumbled under the pressure. That was a difficult start to get through, but they've all got through okay, the ones that are still alive anyway. As Rob retires, that's from a high position, that's from P6, he's just spun it. So saying they were doing well, now they're starting to crash. Shabs is probably the biggest winner though so far. He's made up 12 positions so far. And Speedwood, of course. Speedwood, they're both made up 12 positions. And we'll see though if Shabs can keep this one up, because he's really got good pace there. He's going off the track though. I'm going to stop praising these people because they keep making mistakes as soon as I praise them. Dexter is just so far back, it's painful. It really is. You can't be enjoying life too much down there, because that's where Biesma is. He's at the end of the first sector, and Dexter hasn't even started the lap yet. So any real chance of high points is sort of going out the window. The main question for me is Stroll Blond's strategy of starting on those mediums the best strategy? We'll have to wait and find out. Of course, it's only lap 4, plenty of time to see the strategy play out. Sorry for him and Speedwood, of course, as well. This could work out very nicely indeed. So DRS has been enabled now on the last lap and of course now for the rest of the race, unless we get another safety car. And look at Propa, he's trying to make good use of it on the attack, trying to go past Moras, but he isn't confident on the brakes. That could put Monkey Meg right into play if he's not careful, because he really backed off a ton there. Moras is struggling quite a lot on these tyres. I think they may already be starting to go on him. It looks like Propa's got that little bit more grip, but he's got to try and find a way past. That won't have any dangers, I guess. Not got much ERS left, nor it's Moras in all fairness. Monkey Meg's in a pretty good position in that regard. But let's see if Proba can get by. This is a much longer DRS zone. It starts about midway through turn 1, I think. Well, actually, no, sorry, it's a bit earlier here, isn't it? I'm thinking of 2018 when it started about there, but yeah. Now he's got the chance, Propa. He pulls to the inside line, goes for it into turn 2, cuts the corner a little bit, but he does get by, and up into the podium positions once again goes the Haas driver. By the looks of it, he's got the pace to pull away. It's about now whether Monkey Meg can get through and keep close to the Haas, because he looks to be pretty quick as well. Lap 5 then out of 27. These guys have got plenty of time, as I say, to get this sorted out, but another sort of downside from that crash. It's really just spread the field out so much. But hopefully these guys will get nice and close again at some point soon. But these guys, these are the main point of entertainment, so enjoy them. What a brew. Right, here comes Monkey Meg. Challenging for P4. Is he braver on the brakes than Propa was in this previous lap? He is, but he isn't close enough to go for the move. He should have a good chance then of probably getting the 2 of them. I can see him getting them because he's good on the ERS management He has got this under control. And Shabs, when I was wondering if he was going to get any further up, and by the looks of it, he is going to get a bit further up. Closing in on the back of Murdoch. We'll keep up with that one. As he slides, the back end goes to that Toro Rosso. He's got to keep that one going in a straight line because it's a very good start he's had so far. He would be ashamed to wreck it now. Oh, he's got a penalty. What did I say? Stop praising people. Right, Moras. Let's see if he can get by into turn 2. Nicely done. Will Proper try and go for the cutback? He will indeed. Turn 3 awaits these guys. And inside goes Proper. Looking back from Monkey Med, you can see they're not very close at all. They're leaving each other plenty of room just to be safe. And Proper holds on to that podium position. They are not letting Stroblon get away too quickly, by the way. Although saying that, their tyres cannot be looking in very good condition. In fact, Stroblon is already putting the attack on our race leader. And look at this. Moras really is all over Proper still. But he just cannot find a way through. I'm surprised Monkey Mega isn't making this work at some point. He's got to get his foot down eventually. It could be now that he decides to do it. Gaming Kane has left the session, so he's had enough. He's not going to watch this one any longer. He's going to go and do some more fun things of his life. So fair play, but here comes Monkey Meg. Passing Moras, same way that Proper did it. Easy does it though, be careful. Or at least the same way Proper tried to do it. Monkey Meg, well, he wasn't brave enough, he couldn't go for it. Moras stuck with it on the outside and kept the position. Shabs has got past on Murdoch, but there's a broken front wing for both of them, is it? Have they collided? Oh, sorry, that's a black end plate again. Freaking black end plate. I know Murdoch's definitely got damage, that's probably why he's being caught so much. So I thought the two of them might have collided, but no, we'll see if Shabs gets by. And this would be the 13th spot gained. So let's see if he can do it. Not really in the slipstream just yet, but I don't think he's going to need it. He's just going to pull out. Or no, actually, Murdoch's going to do it for him. He'll give Shabs the racing line instead into turn 2. And nearly colliding them two. It was very close, but in the end, Shabs got through, got the position up to P7. He goes in the Toro Rosso. Beesma penalty. Race leader possibly starting to crumble under the pressure. When you see that gap start to go down, even if it's just a little bit, you'll get a bit nervy. And that is possibly pushing him to push a little bit too much. But as long as it's only the one penalty, it is Russia after all. They aren't too hard to get around here. Anyway, let's see. What's the closest fight? I mean, this is the closest fight. Monkey Meg on Moras. So we saw him try it once already. Oh, he's in the wall! Moras has driven into a wall on pretty much a straight. A bit of a lapse of judgment there. Maybe he was looking in his mirrors. But Monkey Meg tries to go past and he nearly spins off. Where is Speedwood? He's right there, look. Speedwood is catching right up to this now. He was 2 seconds behind going into that corner. And well, safe to say he's caught that up. He's looking P4 clean in the face right now. He might be able to get P5 first of all. He's got a pretty clear run of this now because of the damage to the racing point. This helps Proper as well, of course, get away. Because he doesn't have to worry about them two anymore. They're too busy making their own mistakes. Speedwood's going to be the attacking driver at this point of the race. Here he comes. DRS activated. But ERS activated from Monkey Meg. That should give him the advantage to stay ahead. But he is really struggling in that Williams. Speedwood, the race winner last time out in the wet Grand Prix at Singapore, carrying that momentum forward. He's on Jacko's ones to watch, and he said that it was cursed to be on there. And well, look at where Dexter is. I guess you could probably say there's a good argument for that. Let's see if Speedwood can break the mold, buck that trend, and put himself in a good position for being on those ones to watch lists. Propa's got a penalty, but he's only 3 seconds ahead of Moras anyway, so he should be alright. Of course, again, very early stages, it could change a lot, especially with these medium runners on their strategies. They could end up way ahead. But we'll just have to wait and see. It could even be a soft to medium thing, you just don't know. Could it be a medium to soft? We just don't know what strategy they're doing. I'm not going to pretend I know, I'm just putting them out there. They may probably end up on the hards, I just do not know. I just have no idea. Moras has not driven into the wall this time on the straight, and Speedwood's now made the same mistake that Monkey Meg did. and Moras really struggling for pace, and you can see why. Like I say, it was a pretty big whack into the wall. It wasn't, well, I say it was a straight, it was more like a little bend, but it was still flat out, you know, it was pretty simple. But, yeah, he's feeling that pressure now in the racing point. He's got the Williams behind, and he's got the McLaren, probably the fastest out of all three of them. Let's see if Monkey Meg can finally get by. Remember, he's not got any damage or anything like that. He should be pretty easy to get by now, Moras. But again, they're struggling a lot, and they're hitting each other. They're real binding. They're not making it easy for each other. Monkey Meg, that's really wiring to turn to. Speedwood isn't close to take advantage. They were both super slow into there. But Monkey Meg up into P4. Moras, he'll try on those outside lines, but I don't see that working. And that is Pro Opa. Pro Opa's gone off. He's hit the wall. The front line's broken on that Haas. And suddenly, look at that. Speedwood really looking close to third place. That's a huge chunk of the front wing gone. He must have lost the back end and had a little spin. But now Speedwood sees his opportunity. He's got two cutter cars ahead of him. They're both damaged. And the third one is stuck behind the first one with damage. He's now got damage himself. He's driven into the back of the Haas driver. Speedwood has seen the podium open right up ahead of him, and now there's contact ahead. Monkey Meg locking up, Moras colliding, and Speedwood getting the two of them in one go. Up to P4 he goes, and he can now chase after the Haas, the heavily damaged Haas of Pro Opa. Surely he's going to have to pit soon, because that's a huge plate just sitting there now. No front wing, just a plate on his left hand side. You can see how little control he's got of the car. Speedwood is so much quicker. He's been waiting for this opportunity. He's taken it brilliantly so far. Moras still ahead of Monkey Mag despite everything. And does Pro Opa dive into the pit lane? He does indeed. Straw Blonde though now is looking at the lead of the race on this strategy, the medium strategy. Speedwood is loving as well right now. He's way up the field. But can Straw Blonde get into the lead? No, he can't. But Speedwood up to third on the track on this strategy. Let's see if it'll work out. It looks pretty good at the moment, doesn't it? Monkey Meg decides to pit as well with his front wing damage. Moras has stayed out, of course. You can see him in the background still. There he is through turn... No, he's not. There he is through turn 2 and turn 3. There you go. But where was that front wing end plate then? I'm looking on the left-hand side, presumably, for it, and we don't know where it is from the Haas of Pro Opa. Did he spin off and reset or something? I don't know. But it'd be surprising if that was it there. But still, Shabs in all of this chaos is getting himself up there as well. Speedwood, is he still a higher skater? They're both still equal, Shabs and Speedwood, but I must say, from 18th to 3rd is way more impressive than last to 5th. Mind you, it isn't a default setup, so they've both got their strengths, let's say. But yeah. It looks like the mediums are in their own sort of league right now. They're the quickest tire out there. Straw Blonde looking at the lead of the race to close that championship gap to just 3 points. As Beesma, has he hit the wall? I don't think he has, but he has lost the lead. He's got it. Oh, he's so close to Straw Blonde. That's a risk you don't need to take. Just get to the pits. Those tires are completely gone, and it nearly wiped out 4 out of 4 in the championship fight there. But luckily, it didn't happen, and Beesman's got into the pits. Straw Blonde unscathed, but only just. Now, Shabs is going to pass Moras, who's into the pit lane. No, he's not in the pit lane. He got it wrong in there. And he's got a penalty. And, yeah, I don't know what he was doing there. I guess he assumed the pit limiter would take control maybe a bit earlier. He just didn't expect the corner to be so tight. Either way, an upsetting error, I guess, for him. But here's Jess. She still can't go through full throttle that first corner, and Murdoch seizes the opportunity, but he doesn't actually. In fact, he's nearly brought his car to a complete stop. Interesting. So Beesma went for mediums and Moras went for hards, so a bit of variety there. We'll see if those mediums get to the end of the race. I assume they would. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't, thinking about it. But Straw Blonde and Speedwood, at the minute they probably are on for 1 and 3. Because I don't see Speedwood quite making enough gap to find himself second. But he might just have the pace for it. He'll be on the stalls at the end. So who's to say he can't just rock up and pass, you know? So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But I must say, it's been a pretty exhilarating start to this race then. Opening 10 laps have brought pretty much everything except rain. And we don't really need the rain, do we? It's been crazy enough as it is. And Beesma is passing his team, and that one wasn't going to be too difficult ever, was it? Let's be honest. It would have been quite mean if they made it difficult for each other. But yeah, Beesma, that slide might well cost him a chance at going for the win today. Because that lost him a good 3 or 4 seconds. I mean, he lost the lead on track as well, of course, which doesn't help. Shabs pits, Jess, though, stays out. So she's trying to go the whole, the longest distance on those soft tires. And she is succeeding along with Murdoch, so... Well done. Beeson's not close enough to go for a move. Ferry Ellis has got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So that's not gone too well for him. Dexter and Splinter having a race right now, and they're seeing points opening up ahead of them, so that it could become quite crucial who's on top in this fight. But at the moment it's Splinter. Can Dexter catch up and pass? And seeing these guys obviously looking side by side ahead as well, that'll help these guys catch up. Points could be on offer if they can get these hards to the end, which they should be able to, I would have thought, if they try and wish hard enough. But yeah, this race has just been one great big massive what if. I can't believe I saw both of them just spearing off the track together. It was incredible. They both seemingly just had their own accidents. All their own doing. But that's got to Beesma. Here he goes for 3rd place. And getting it nice and easily there on the Toro Rosso driver of Jess. Up in P4 at the moment, but still has to make a pit stop. Funky Meg now in the back of Shabs on the on the warmer mediums, and he's up into the 9th place. But Shabs put his nose up the inside, just says, "Hello, I'm still here. Don't forget about me, okay?" Murdoch and Jess in the pits, Beesma fastest lap, so he might well actually come back out in the lead again. But it's whether he can actually keep it against drivers on the softs. That's a difficult ask. Dexter's just got a penalty. So struggling out there in that Mercedes, but they are, like I say, closing up on people. Then again, they've only just made their pit stop, them lot. They could actually fall away from all this, but Murdoch will get Murdoch. That's Splinter into the points, and they will get Jess potentially as well. They do indeed. So 9th and 10th for them two. Strawblonde leading the race. Well, he's going to need to keep that lead just to keep that gap, and that's Shabs taking the wrong way through turn 2. That's way wide. But yeah, now Strawblonde would be 5 points behind in the championship race if he won this race. Of course, we haven't seen he's going to get a fast lap. It could well be him. There's a pretty good chance of it, actually, when you think about it. He'll be on those softs later than pretty much anyone else. Murdoch has just been overtaken by Baza, but Baza's gone way wide, and Murdoch's got past. And Baza, another one, like I say, looking for a good result. 31 points off. Oh, he's looking on the inside again, and Murdoch is going to... Hey, oh, good avoidance. Good avoidance from Murdoch. That was looking certain to be an accident, but they haven't collided. That they have collided, but that was more Baza's doing. No real damage done. But yeah, Baza's the one who's going to lose out the most here. He's going to be about 33 points behind in the Challenger Standings if it finishes like this right now, with Strawblonde 5 behind. And Dexter... How far is Dexter behind? He'll be about 19 points behind. So, I guess it could end up being Alfa Romeo versus Alfa Romeo again in this championship. And it's just swings around about. You just don't know what's going to happen next. Daniel really struggling now on these mediums. He's not having a good day. He does not enjoy these tyres one bit. And he might get well passed by 2 people here. Splinter looks to put his points from 2 to 6. And he's... Oh no! He's hit into Shabs on the straight. The front wing's gone again. Can you believe it? That one looked like it was all his own doing again there. Splinter, the championship leader, really just not having his good day right now. And he's fallen down again. And that means Dexter will catch him in the championship right now if it finishes like this. And he'll lose another position. Now that looked so easy. It was so easy, but he just got a bit too excited and crashed into his rival. Lap 14, it's not easy to come back to points on this at this stage of the race from that position. It could be the end of his fight for points as Dexter puts himself up into P8. 4 points, 4 crucial points on the board for him at the moment as Splinter crawls back to the pits. Moras now going past Daniil. And up into 9th he goes. Dexter May will actually lose this point. Or this P8, sorry. As he gets another penalty and he will get overtaken probably by Moras soon. Possibly Jess too. If she can get up to good pace. But yeah, man, this race just doesn't stop throwing surprises, does it? It's quite a spectacle so far. Let me know what you think about it in the chat. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what you all have to think about this. Because it's not over yet. It's far from over yet. Splinter then gets a penalty as well for speeding. And the guy who looked in control still is in control of the championship. Even after this one finishes, because it's where Dexter is, but he's lost a lot. Not going to help his confidence a great bunch, is it? But well, we'll see what he can do. We'll see what he can do. Can he somehow get us up at the points from here? It looks like a pretty tough day for him so far. But here's Jess looking for some points. She's going for it on the inside. She's got herself back into the point scoring positions. Good stuff. You love to see it, you really do. Good stuff. I'm very happy, can you tell? Alrighty, so Speedwood is the first to blink. I guess there's no real disadvantage to go in first for him. He doesn't really matter when he goes. He'll go whenever he wants, and he's going to go on to, predictably, the softs. I guess his race is not really with Strawblonde, so it doesn't really matter when he pits, but it's definitely an interesting one to see where he's going to be in relation to Pro Opa having the front wing change and all that. He was still the head of his group, of course. All those guys in that group had the front wing change. And you know what? Speedwood's jumped all of them. He has jumped all of them, so yeah, let's see how far up the grid he can get now. Is it possible for him to close down a near 19-second gap to Biesma? I don't think so, but he'll certainly give it his best shot. Jacko up to third, but that is going to not stay that way because he's going to have to pit, unfortunately for him, at some point. But then again, he'll be on the sauce as well. And so he could stage a nice fight back through the field, but his goal, I guess, really is to not hold Speedwood up too much because he's got the guy and his ones to watch. It'd be kind of awkward if he wrecked his ones to watch candidate, wouldn't it? Although that does sound like something that would 100% happen. Let's just make sure it doesn't happen, people. Will Speedwood get by on the first try as Strawblonde pits? Speedwood will get by on the first attempt. It's no real challenge, this one. Jacko stays well out of his way. I mean, look how far to the left he is there. Speedwood is ahead, and Jacko knows it's not his race to fight, so there's no real point. But here's Biesma on board as Strawblonde puts a new set of the softs on. They're 6 laps younger, and of course a faster combined. But the first question is, who comes out in the lead? It is Biesma. But it's just not by enough. It just is not by enough. It's only a second. It's only a second. These guys are so far clear the rest of the grid, by the way. It's a huge gap. Speedwood is only just starting the lap right now. He's already 2.5 seconds nearly clear of Jacko. Can he somehow catch the Biesma? Let's just see. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't know what penalties are like. I don't really particularly want to check either because Propa's just passed Jacko, but then... Oh, Jacko's off the track. He'll get overtaken again there. Or at least you'd hope so. Propa was nearly in that same wall he was in earlier, but luckily he's got away with it. Let's just quickly check the pen. Speedwood's got 1 penalty. Speedwood's got none. That could help his case when it comes to catching up. But first of all, Strawblonde giving himself a real leg up in this championship. If it finishes like this, it'll be 3 points behind. It'll be 2 Alfa Romeos going for it in the next round. I think it'll be 3 or 4 points to gap. Let me just quickly confirm. I'm pretty sure it's 3. No, it'll be 4. It's 4. He might get the fastest lap though anyway, so it might become 3. As Monkey Meg gets by Jacko. Jacko needs... He wants the pit lane, I reckon. In fact, he needs it. .5 seconds is the gap between these two then. Is it gonna be closed in 10 laps? That's a tough one to say. It is a tough one to say, that. I guess you just have to wait and see, genuinely. I know it's a pretty bad answer to give, but you're just gonna have to wait and see, people. Oh, what a brew. I just don't do it as well as Chris. Like, Chris just... He's mental. He just screams it. Why does he do that? It's ridiculous. Right. I don't think this is a feature that's going to be sticking. By the way, to the 8 people in the chat, cheers for still being here. Sorry if you're going to leave after hearing that water brew. But, feel free to be active in the chat, because I'd love to know what you think about what's going on so far today. It's been a pretty chaotic race, and like I say, I'm kind of sad I'm not going to be seeing ILR1. But I'm sure it'll be a good one. I'm sure it'll be a nice wee cracker of a race that everyone will enjoy. I'm just not going to be able to watch it. Simply put. Well, I will watch it, but just not, you know, not tonight. I don't think Speedwood's going to get the gap closed down quickly enough. As Straw Blonde closes that gap, it is now down to 3 points. So, there you go. Unless Speedwood can set a fast lap himself, of course. Let's not count that out. He can't. So what is that benchmark then for a fastest lap? So 1 minute 35.3. Speedwood is 1.6 seconds slower a lap than that. And that's ERS for you people. That's ERS on this track. That, I guess, is what makes the difference there. And probably general driver skill as well. As Dexter has just got by Shabs for 6 championship points, and Jacko is still to pit. Dexter should go to the end. Dexter could pick up 8 points here and close the gap to 10. We can see the top 3 in the championship right back close, not as close as they were before, where they were all equal, but it could be top 3 separated by 10 points going into the next round at Japan, which, like I say, unfortunately I'm going to be missing. But this is getting quite spicy, this championship fight. Let's see how much further Dexter can get up. It should be very interesting to see, I reckon. I would be surprised if Shabs didn't go for the move again, but I didn't think he'd do that. Dexter, luckily, not damaged, but Shabs, he's undone so much of the good work that he did. Oh man, look at the damage. That's going to be in the pits again, that. Jacko boxes as well. I can't believe he's done that. That's so frustrating. As Jacko fits a new set of softs. Well, he's not going to be a fan of Shabs' work as Dexter, but I don't think he really minds. 10 points behind now in the championship. I mean, if he can somehow find his way up to second place, he would be like, level, but I don't think that's going to happen. His hunt for a victory still goes on, but you must say it has been some recovery to get himself up into P6, and luckily he's got a driver on hards behind him. I think that'll be a crumb of comfort for him there. Jess on for P8 at the moment. Don't know what her penalties are like. Let's have a little peek. Dexter, of course, has got some penalties. I think he's got 2. He has got 2. Moras, 2. Jess just a what? Jess is on, I think, for P6 right now. She really is on a charge. And that would, I think, be her best ILR result. I just hope she knows that she's on for that and she'll keep her head. Because this would be an extraordinary result for her in this season. Let me tell you how many points she's got. She'd be on for 8 right now. And her points tallied so far, 8. So she would be looking at jumping up to P13 in the standings with this. Let's see if she can do it. Spencer dismisses Baza. Wonder if that's Baza's championship chance is just sort of gone now. It feels a bit grim for him, doesn't it? But we just gotta, I guess, wait and see what happens over the next few races. But 5 to go. He's not gonna lose any points in the championship, but the fact that he's still gonna be the same amount of points away leaving here as he was coming in, which was over a race 31 points. It's kind of grim, sadly for him. After this race as well, I believe we're losing everyone from 10th downwards in the championship because they'll all be too far behind to win it, just in case anyone's interested. It's all really about that top 4, isn't it? I think no one else can really do it. Biesma, who's on for 2nd today, is 75 points off coming into this race, and he will close that gap. He will close it. He will close it from 75 to 57, which is impressive. He could be an outside chance, I guess. He could be a long shot opportunity, but it's quite ambitious, you gotta say. But you just never know. If he can keep this up, with the way these guys have been driving recently, maybe you could count Biesma as a long shot for the title. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Because by the same token, he could be out of the championship in 2 races, you know what I mean? But then again, so could Barton. We still think he's in there. Well, 3 races for him, but you get the idea, right? Daniil's on the back of Ferialis right now. Jacko penalty, that could promote Splinter to some points. I think Splinter, with that 5-second penalty though, might be in trouble. What's Jacko's penalty? Well, actually no, he'd actually just need to catch it every 3 seconds. He'd be up there, I guess. So, more mobs. You love to see it. Murdoch penalty, that might help a little bit as well. But here's Jess. She's looking at P7 on the road. Little does she know she's on for P6 on the final standings at the moment. She has got 5 laps to get herself up there legitimately though. I wonder how much she's going to try for that. I wonder if she's just going to try and protect that P8. I hope she doesn't overprotect, because then she'd lose a chance of P6. I just hope she knows what she's got ahead of her, because that could be her best result on ILR. It could be her entire point standings in one race doubled. You know, it took her 15 races to get to 8, and in one it could go way up to 16. And she would be absolutely loving life, I'd imagine, as Daniil has just got by Ferialis. And you see, behind, Shab's penalty, but he is last. What a shame. What a shame that he's last now, Shabs. It was going so well. It really was, but I think, is there anyone else you could pick for driver today that isn't Speedwood right now? Up from P18 to comfortably running in a podium position. It's frankly unbelievable. After his win last week, he could be setting himself up for a pretty good title challenge maybe next season. If we do it next season, of course. We don't actually know if we're doing it next season or not. Probably shouldn't mention it too much, but I don't know. May not be a next season. But I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to tell what's going on with that. But still, if we do another season, he could be really putting himself up in the hunt, because a few of these guys would be getting promotions. Probably the top 4 would all go up. But yeah, Speedwood putting in a good performance today. Let's see if he can keep it up and just get that P3. Because that'd be 40 points out of 50 in the last 2 races. Or 52, sorry, it could be 41 or something like that. You know, it's at least 40 points he would have had in the last 2 races. It'd be pretty impressive. And after so much bad luck this season as well, you've got to say, what potential was there in him that we just weren't allowed to see, thanks to unfortunate issues, as Ferry Ellis falls down, sadly, as we often see, to last. His day will come. His day will come. I can promise you, it will come one day. Jacko out now on the back of Murdoch. Splinter's not catching by much. He might not have a chance of going for that point. But Jacko, if he has another accident, could well find himself in trouble as well. And what would happen if he didn't have that spin? He could have been up for this. Jess, though, has lost some time. Jess, you've got to get moving now, because you're outside of that gap to get into P6. Which is great news for Dexter. Maybe not so much good news for you. So move it. Okay, she's back in it. She's fine. She's heard me. She's heard me. She's heard me. And looks like Monkey Meg has caught up to the back of Pro Open now. Are we going to get a fight for P4 in the closing stages of this race? Oh. Well, not if Monkey Meg keeps doing that, we're not. Keep it on track, please. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly, sir. Jess! You got 3 laps. Go quicker. You've got better tyres than Dexter. You should be able to catch him at least. Ooh. Do you know what? Dexter can get a puncture like on the final corner and no one would care. He'd lose about a second. Jess would get her P6. The world would be a happy place. Because Jess isn't quite in DRS yet either. She's falling away. Oh, is she in? She is. Use that. Get that rear wing open. Open it! Open the rear wing. She's not opened it. No! She's lost all that time. Ah, okay, she's not gonna get it. She's not gonna get P6. Ah, frickin' frick. Damn it. Dexter, listen, I love you, man, but just slow down a little bit. Like a tad, I don't know, like lock up or something. Yellows. Is it? It's Jess. I guess it's really gone wrong completely now. I've really went and screwed her over right now. Oh, for God's sake. How much is she going to lose now? How many penalties has she got? She's got 1 penalty. Jacko, 2. Murdoch, 1. And Splinter, 1. Which is a 5-second, mind you. But, yeah. Okay, come on, Jess. You just got 2 laps. I'm not even saying to get the points now. Just get that PA. Just take that PA and run with it. As Jacko promotes Splinter to the points of that, I think. Potentially. At the minute, yeah. I think it would be. That could be a crucial point in the championship standings. You could put this guy 4 points behind again. Not that it would really matter to him. He's had a dream day as Straw Blonde. It's going to plan. But just 1.5 laps could change everything, but let's not think that way. Let's just look forward to him crossing the line and putting himself back in the contention for the championship. Could this be the day that defines the ILR8 championship? It's been one of the most intriguing championships I've seen in ILR. I think ILR2 Season 3 and Season 4 for that matter, they were classics, but this one, certainly the best I've seen in the modern era of ILR. Can I call it the modern era? Is that fair enough? Can I do that? Best one on F1 2019. None of the others are very good. This one's good though. It's just a shame we haven't got many viewers. I mean, I'm talking to myself. I'm very much aware of that. Oh wait, no, there's still 8 people here. Hello. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Let me just tell you how many races Strawblon's won. He is, those standings aren't updated, are they? Or have I got my points mixed up? Whoopsie doopsie. He'd be 6 points. 6 points. He'd be 6 points behind at the moment. Sorry, I got my points mixed up. I got him mixed up with Baza. Easy mistake to make. Easy mistake. Right, let me just recalculate. Yeah, it'd be 6 points behind right now, but I reckon it'll be 7 points. Either way, sorry. It's still pretty close, okay? Dexter would still be 10. Or 7. Or, sorry, 11. And, Strawblond, this would be only his 3rd race win of the season. More than Baza, mind you, who's overtaking, and more than, obviously, Dexter. And it puts him equal with his teammate. So it's a good day for him. But will it be a big day in his championship? Will this be the day that defines Strawblond's ILR8 championship win? We'll have to wait and find out as Splinter gets that point across the line on the final lap. Oh, Murdoch! This could be 8 point. This could be P9 now for Splinter. That would be an 8 point gap. But let's have a look at your race leader as he comes through the last 2 corners now. Nothing's going to stop him at this rate. We've got a car ahead that's going to be no problem to him. Strawblond crosses the line. And it's a very, very crucial victory in his championship charge. He is back up into 2nd place, I believe, in the championship. 8 points behind our championship leader at the moment. Biesma, P2. I think that's his best result of the season. Or at least equal. And here's Speed. He's going to get 3rd. Yellow's in the 2nd sector. What's... Oh, it's Jacko. It's all gone wrong. And there's Murdoch in the wall. What is going on there? It's all gone a bit to pot on this last lap for these two. And Splinter will take that P9. He was going to get it anyway, but now Jacko can keep his point. Because I think he was going to lose it originally. I don't know what happened to him, but those two have just went off together. Speedwood's 3rd. Pro Opa 4th with Monkey Meg 5th. Dexter, where is he going to end up at the end of all this? I think he's going to end up in P6 right now. Here he is, crossing the line. Good day for him in a championship, not as good as he would have hoped, but P6, he'll take it. And he closes to within 12 points. Jess 8th, Splinter 9th. He will keep that. So Strawblond 8 behind, and Dexter 12 behind, with Baza 31 behind now. Oh dear. Jacko gets a point from the last position on the grid, and Murdoch just adds insult to injury and comes home 11 with Shabs. What a day it could have been for him. P12 and Daniel will be 13th, but my driver today, by far, has to be Speedwood. 18th on the grid to 3rd. I think anyone would say that, wouldn't they? That was incredible. Good drive from him. So there he is. Strawblond, 3rd victory of the season for him. Equal with his teammate now in wins. They're on 3 each. Alfa Romeo streaking clear in the constructors as well. They must be quite close to wrapping that up now. They're really just so far clear of the rest of the teams. They put on a masterclass this season. They're back to 1-2 in the championship, I believe. And Biesma and Speedwood were be podium sitters as well. So the order then, provisionally of course: Strawblond from Beta, Speedwood, Probe, Monkey Meg, Dexter, Moras, Jess, Splinter, Jacko. They are your point scorers. Murdoch 11th with Shavs 12th, Daniil, Ferias and Baza. All the rest of your finishers with Chris Van Rob, Indecisive, Gaming King, Mr. John and Tudai. The rest of the finish, or the rest of the drivers, not classified, all 5 of them. They went out within the first sort of 3 or 4 laps, I think, these lot. Most of it down to the turn 1 accidents. Which weren't really anyone's fault, I don't think. It was just the game being the game. And the McMahon Award looks like it's going to Daniil. With a lot, 26 seconds of penalties there. That's pretty impressive. But anyway, that has been ILR8. I'm not going to be here for ILR1, so I hope everyone here has a good time. And I'm not going to see you until... what date would that be? 12th of December? for the US Grand Prix, I think. Something like that. Anyway. Or is it? Yes, it is. US Grand Prix. Right, see ya. No, it's Mexico I'll be back for. Ugh, whenever.